everyone. Okay, I'm going to show you kind of how I budget for the next month. Currently it's January 20th, and I am more or less doing a budget for February. So I normally kind of do one 10 to 15 days before the next month, and if I can, the day before I get my paycheck in case anything changes, my main first paycheck for the month. And then when I get my paycheck, it kind of just goes, because my paycheck varies, and I need to switch things as I'm going. So, this is how I do it. First of all, I made a copy of the January one, and I put February here, put February here. I did do an update here. I blocked that out again. If you notice from the January one, I have it at 2,000. In February, I have it at 2,500. That's because, well, I'm getting a overtime paycheck, and I'm kind of guesstimating that. I didn't put anything for January this month because I haven't really done much for January this month, so I don't think I'd get anything. I might, I'm not sure. I just put 0. The same thing with other, I put 0, so it's kind of the same, kind of different. These numbers are kind of all over the place right now. And then, so now I'm going to go through it and kind of make the plan for this month because this is all copied over from the last month. This all stays the same. As you see, I did move my car lease payment to monthly expenses. Excuse me, menus, itches. Here I'm going to delete. I have been trying to think of what I need in February, and I can't think of anything at all, really, that I need to purchase or spend money on that I want to, except some freezer containers. And these are for my meals for work, so instead of spending $9 on Chipotle every day, because I probably would if I did not have a budget, instead my meals tend to be about like 90 cents to $1.20, and these freezer containers help a lot. For example, today we made this big dinner, and everybody got their serving, and I got 2 of my containers, and I filled the containers, and I stuck it in the freezer. So now I have 2 meals that I don't have to think about later. Problem that I won't buy right now, when it's still January, is that they're $7.99 when I bought them the first time, and now they're $11.99. I can't justify that for $4, so if they're $7.99 again, actually, I'm gonna 2 of them. Let's just do this. If they're $7.99, I will buy them. If they're not, then I won't. So, planning for 2 sets of them. So I can't think of anything else here. Trust Farm, if you see it's highlighted here, I'll explain in a second why. It's a good reason why. For my groceries, I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to put this back to 140. I bought a lot of bulk items this month, which is why my budget is kind of all over the place. I bought like 10 pounds of oatmeal. I bought tons and tons of iced coffee. Literally, like 10 cases of iced coffee. But it's because it's 40 cents with the coffee versus Starbucks being like $6, so I think I made a good choice. Anyway, so I bought a lot of bulk things, so I probably only need things for some recipes here and there. So I don't expect spending that much for groceries, but I'll leave it at 140 anyway, because I'd rather have more money in my food budget than any other little mini budget. Spending, I don't think I'll do much spending this month. I'm not sure. Life does things, but I'll put 50. Actually, I'll put 40. For Bear, I know he needs veggies for the month. We home cook for our dogs, so that's normally around like $20 or so. I already bought some other ingredients January and this month because it was on sale, so I don't necessarily need more of that next month. And he needs to go to the vet for his nail trimming, so I'm going to put for him $40. And what I do with Bear's section, or what I plan to do anyway if I don't hit it, so for example, if I only spent $20 in February, then $20 is going to go in his sinking fund. So anything for bear stays for bear. It's bears. Yep. I got that note. Yep. Eating out. I don't know if I'm going out in February. I might go somewhere, but I'm just preferring. And if I don't go anywhere, guess what? I go straight to my debt. Do that. Try your hardest not to do anything you need to do. Miscellaneous, I'm just going to put 20. So for this, I'm actually going to budget $10, and that's because as of February 1st, I'm going to be transferring my little emergency fund, $500 right here, and my baby step 1 for Dave Ramsey program will be done. I'm in that little middle ground of I could do 500 or 1,000. I'm choosing to do 500 and kind of like a hybrid of that because I have all these other sinking funds that kind of together will be my emergency fund and together will be around 1,000 eventually. So it kind of just works. It works better for my brain that way. I'll keep this with that because apparently I like weird numbers. You know, there was something wrong. Yes, this was wrong last month. Fix this here. Don't know why that was mixed up. There you go. That makes a lot more sense. I'll fill that out in a second after I show you the end of it. Maintenance, I was just going to put in like $5. My target's pretty low for that. Since I have a lease, my maintenance is more like windshield wipers, or if I really need a detail for some reason, because it's a lease. Don't get a lease. Please don't get a lease. Just don't do it. No. So, let's make sure I have everything in the right place. Everything's adding up correctly. Everything looks beautiful. So, for a zero-based budget, this needs to be 0. It needs to be 0. And for some people, it causes some anxiety because of, why should it be 0? I'm supposed to have money. No, you're telling your money where to go. So first you cover all your basics, your necessities, and if everybody's monthly expense is going to be different. If you have water that you need to, or hydro, some places have hydro, you have to pay for the trash, you have to pay for heat, electricity, etc., etc. If you have those, add them here. Make sure everything is taken care of, every single bill is taken care of, every single envelope is taken care of, your groceries are taken care of, your debt minimums are being taken care of, and then you do the sinking funds. Sinking funds are not as important as, I would probably say, your 4 walls, which is your house, heat, food, all that, envelopes, debt, everything like that, and then you could kind of trickle in your sinking funds if you have any. So what I'm going to do with this extra $8.50 that I seem to have here, I'm going to, first of all, change this minimum to $3.65. Yes, that was nice. $3.65. Now, when it comes to February, this might get interest and whatnot, so I just put $3.65. If that changes, I'll just update it. The point is, I'm paying off this credit card as of February 15th with my overtime check. So the credit card will be paid for. So that went down to $5.18. So I need to figure out what to do with the rest of it. What my plan is to put, because my car registration will come. I can't do anything about it. I can't stop it. It's going to come. I'm going to just put the money away now. And same thing with the end of the lease, which I don't think I have enough money for, so let me check. Nope, do not. Let's fix that. $261. So I'm going to cover that completely. And of course, I might change my mind for some of these things. I'm allowed to change my mind. This is just a plan. This is not going to cover the whole thing, but at least how much money I have to pay every month after that, I can just kind of lower it instead of whatever I needed to do, which I think was $20 a month, somewhere around there. So it'll be a lot less. So essentially, I will still have about $1,000 in my sinking fund. So by February 15th, I'll have $1,000. So I technically will fulfill two sides of that. I feel that I'll complete baby step 1 with 500. However, if anybody's watching this really thinks they need to hit the 1,000, I still will hit the 1,000 by February 15th. It'll all work out. Everything looks good, and now that it's 0. And the budget does change as the days go on. I can wake up tomorrow and realize I need to buy something else. Which in that case, I can add here, either I can take away from what I'm putting in here, because this is not as important to me as some things, or I could build it into the spending, or miscellaneous. I can take it out of wherever I really want to. I'm controlling my money, and my money's not controlling me. That is the point of this. So yeah, it's kind of how my thought process goes when I'm looking at my budget, when I'm kind of creating it and kind of going through it. So if you have any questions, please leave me a question down below, or message me, whichever you want, doesn't matter. I will try to respond. As of tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to post this today, so it might not matter. I might post this on Friday the 22nd, and if that's true, the day after that, I'm working so many days straight, so many hours, so if I don't respond to your messages, just be patient, I'll come back. I'm making money, that's all I'm doing.